everybody. Another Friday, and it's time for another edition of AZW's In the Zone, our weekly wrestling roundtable discussion every Friday at 12:30 right here on Olelo. Felipe Ojastro inside our AZW studios in Mapunapuna. Coming up on tonight's show, we talk about WCW, we talk about Sin Cara, and we have a little word association. But as always, three guys who's always with me every Friday at 12:30. Starting off to my far right, the new internet sensation, the new viral superstar on YouTube. He is the one and only Kenryu Takadoki. Kenryu. We're
Hello.
right next to him. Now, originally, we were supposed to have knockout Corey Oliver, but of course, always willing and able to fill in our boss, the big boss, Dangerous Daryl Bonilla, DDB.
Sorry, Carl.
And of course, new breakout star here in Action Zone Wrestling. He is the one and only Sexy Aleki.
The Sexy Aleki.
The
Your
Sexy
favorite
Aleki.
wrestler.
Not well, yeah, well.
It better be your favorite wrestler.
I don't know. Well, if the graphic says so, and it does. Okay, it does say so. So I guess, yeah, I guess you're right. So we got Kenryu, DDB, and the Sexy Aleki on today's shows. Starting us off, first, for those of you who haven't met the Sexy Aleki, Sexy? Can I call you Sexy?
Go ahead. Are you hitting on me?
No, I'm not. How about just a little intro about yourself?
Yeah, you just introduced me. I need an intro.
Well, your wrestling background and how you got involved.
Oh, you want to ask me like what inspired me, or you want to save that for later?
Is this really how you're going to respond to a simple question? Okay, let's restart then. All right, the Sexy Aleki, how did you first get involved with pro wrestling?
I'm just playing. I walked into a pizza shop.
Okay.
No, my dad used to wrestle back in the WWF, so.
Of course, your dad
I've
being?
always Siva Afi, or back then CV Afi. So, just watching him, all my uncles, my family. I got a long lineage. Pretty much almost every someone in wrestling.
Now, in addition to Action Zone Wrestling, where else have you wrestled?
We're talking about Hawaii, or we'll go mainland.
We'll go everywhere.
I've been from mainland to Florida. I'm more in the Florida part. Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, here, Hawaii, Florida.
Where's your
Florida?
Where's your favorite place to wrestle?
It's always good to wrestle at home. Besides home, I would say Florida, just because it's almost like second home to me. I got family up there. It's tough up there. It's fun. Love it.
You seem emotional. Are you okay?
I am.
Okay.
You're hitting on me.
No. Now, we've seen the Sexy Aleki wrestle a couple times, DDB. Your kind of initial impressions on how he's performed here so far in Action Zone Wrestling?
He definitely is doing what he's got to do to make an impression, right? So, and that's all I ask. I mean, all I ask is when guys get in that ring, they give 110%. And I think so far, this time around especially, he's been going all out and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
Kenryu, you have seen a lot of wrestlers come and go in Action Zone Wrestling. Your kind of first impressions when you saw Aleki?
Aleki. He looked like what is his name? Happy Gilmore.
I knew it was coming.
I don't know his name, but that's what he reminded me of.
Adam Sandler, bro.
Adam Sandler.
Are you looking forward to possibly getting into the ring with?
I get in the ring with anybody.
No. I ain't.
We mentioned with Kenryu Takadoki here on the far right. He is one of many masked superstars that have come through the ruins of Action Zone Wrestling. And of course, there's another masked wrestler over in the WWE in Sin Cara. I know, DDB, you wanted to bring up the fact that something about Sin Cara that you wanted to mention to kind of tie in with Kenryu.
Yeah, like Sin Cara, like they just replaced him with a different guy. Like we wouldn't know that was you know what I mean? Like this is Kenryu Takadoki. Like get the camera on him. Get the camera on him. This is Kenryu. Gotta get the camera on him. I know. Look at this. Get the there. Look, he's one of a kind. We can't replace this guy. We can't just go like, hey, you're dark enough. You can go in. Yeah, he can come in and fill it. You Japanese? Only Japanese can be Kenryu Takadoki. Right?
You have to be Japanese.
Got to be, right? Okinawan?
No.
Korean?
No.
Micronesian?
No. No micronation.
Yeah, I just think, yeah, so how do you feel about that? How do you feel as a mass
If someone
wrestler?
put a micronation in here, it's not fair.
In where?
I'm gonna take your money. If they put a Samoan in here, I such a take. Give me a quarter. If they put a Filipino in me, I do not know what will happen.
It would be super clean, your costume.
That's racist.
Oh, no, it's...
There will be no flips
I'm
here.
Filipino. This is unbelievable.
Flips are prohibited
can't-
in the bouncer.
Well, you can't say all the Samoan stuff because the sexy Aleki Samoan as well.
Half
You are
Samoan.
Samoan?
Half? You know, if they put the Samoan in here, things might get crazy.
Okay, how...
That accent wasn't
Yeah,
Samoan.
exactly. You're from Beijing, Samoa.
It's in between Takadoki and Samoan, okay? I mean,
Oh my God. Now we
Takadoan.
Takadoan.
now we mentioned that Kenryu Takadoki is an internet sensation, and he's got a viral video on YouTube. How many hits now, Kenryu?
71,000 and counting.
That's unbelievable.
And a message to you, all of you virgins, sitting at the home, playing on your keyboard. I cannot do better. I cannot do better. You are just mad because I did it before you. Anti-air shuriken. Let me see you jump and hit somebody like a Maka Andagi from a top rope. You cannot because you are fat. You play game all day, and you're living in your parents' basement. So shut up. You can put a dislike on my video. Let me see your top 10 move and beat me. If not, shut up, you keyboard warrior. I am a keyboard warrior. I beat all of you. I dislike all your video first. Because I am #1, Ichiban. Yosh.
Ah, show him the guns. Yeah.
The top 10
Like
moves.
that. Dislike that. Come on.
The top 10 moves of
Like-
Kenryu Takadoki. That's the video on YouTube that has kind of been sweeping,
That
I
might
guess,
be
the
on
nation
YouTube
of
too.
sorts.
That's a promo
With
in
71,000 hits. Now, Kenryu, do you agree with the top 10 moves of Kenryu Takadoki? Number 1 being the 1,000 Years of Death.
#1, no matter how many times I do it, they run away. I cannot pin. #1 should be the Karena Kiku. Pa! Just like a grape. 1, 2, 3. Yosh.
Now, for those of you who don't understand what the 1,000 Years of Death is, can we explain on
Let me
what
show
specifically?
you.
I don't know. I don't need a demonstration.
Just bend over the table.
I'm not going to do that.
And then just hey!
Okay. Well, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together here. Good exposure, bad exposure for AZW?
I think it's cool. Any exposure is good exposure. You know, people are gonna hate, but like I say, you know, I said it on the last time we talked about it. Whether they hate it or not, they're watching it. So there's something about it that made them want to watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Unpause.
Yeah, he's on pause.
Okay.
That's about to
That
work.
should have been in the top 10. The pause was
Gyro freeze!
yeah, the guile freeze.
Well, we got to talk with the guy who ever makes those
Bronca
videos.
Baru!
I think that's good. Where else do you see a Hawaii video like that get that much hits? Let the haters
And then
hate.
the one I hate too. Hey, it's not Hawaiian. Shut up, you fatso. Shut up. Dislike on that.
Any exposure is good exposure, according to Dangerous Darabonia. And, of course, AZW, one of the only independent pro wrestling affiliations here in Hawaii. An affiliation that is no longer existent is WCW. And which brings us to our next topic. Of course, when we talk a lot about the national wrestling scene in TNA and WWE or F, whatever you have it. But something that we haven't talked about is WCW. So we'll start off with you, Aleki, and you're just kind of your first impressions or some memories that you have of the former World Championship Wrestling.
Too many talents. Having to pay too much people. Not enough money.
DDB, as a promoter, where did WCW go? Are you okay?
Yeah, my mic came off.
Oh, okay.
It's the shirt.
Well, you're so big, I guess that it
Oh yeah,
just bursted
fitness
out,
time. But go ahead.
After.
yeah. As a promoter, in your eyes, what did WCW do wrong?
I just think they overspent. You know what I mean? And I think their focus was on taking out the WWE when their focus should have just been on making their product better. 'Cause I think the more they focused on trying to outdo WWE, they lost focus about their own promotion. So I just think they overspent and then they didn't plan for the future. I think that's kind of the same problem that the promotions are going through now. Is like they're still trying to, like they're searching for the past when at the same time they're not building for the future. Because once their top guys are gone, they have to have guys ready to take their place. You know what I mean? That's the only reason WWE did it was like that because of that. That's all. So overspent.
Kenryu, any memories that stick out in your mind when you think about WCW?
WCW. I was in Okinawa.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say he wasn't born yet.
Exactly.
No, that's a Maka Andagi. He's not born yet. Lipa Fitatus.
But have you followed WCW in the past?
No,
Oh, excuse me, I'm
not
sorry.
enough Japanese.
Then you followed HCW. A lot of Japanese over
That's
there.
not real Japanese.
What?
Like
Wait, what is real Japanese?
me. Look at me. I am 100% Japanese.
Where are your shoes, by the way? Can we?
I am Japanese.
Okay.
You don't walk with the shoe.
Okay.
I take off your shoe when you come in here. What are you, howdy?
Jesus was Japanese.
Did not know that.
He didn't walk with shoes.
That's a good point. A lot of Samoan wrestlers wrestled. The head shrinkers did.
Get their
Yeah.
edge.
Who would have thought that the head shrinker's last name was Yamanuha? Or Yokozuna? Yeah, Yokozuna.
Well, Rikishi,
Yes.
Fatu.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, see.
So you have quite
Yeah,
a
they're
lineage
lineage.
too.
not darker like me. Not as strong and buff like me, but dark like me. Color. Too much fishing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. They were in WCW, they kind of tailspun around that 2000, 2001 year, and there were a lot of irritating wrestlers. So I guess my question for all of you is, any annoying wrestlers that you've seen in Action Zone Wrestling or at the national level that you just couldn't stand watching?
Oh my goodness.
Should we start off with Kenryu? Let's go with Kenryu. Take it away, Kenryu.
Who's almost irritating?
The 12-year-old wrestler. You know? Dada. Oh, this is so funny.
Of course, you're talking about
How does she know that?
Rocco Shinoda, the one-man musical. That's exactly how he does, as how Rocco does it at the shows, by the way. Any irritating or annoying wrestlers that you've seen over your time covering the
Quite
sport?
a lot. And that's why they're not in AZW anymore. The Rocker Don Lee was kind of irritating.
But I mean, he's still a supporter of Action Zone Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
So, right?
And don't throw a chair next to him because he might stand up and do absolutely nothing. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, he's kind of. But there was a lot of people that was kind of irritating. But they're not here anymore.
I pass. I don't got anything coming to my head.
Really?
Too many. Just pass.
Yeah. The infamous, I know too many, but can't name one.
Yeah.
Seems to be a common thing here on
At
Action
least
Zone
I
Wrestling.
used somebody. Say anybody.
In the general?
Well, I can't.
I'll go with Kenryu because he danced.
Okay. Of course, you're talking about Rocco as well, right?
Oh, I'd kick him straight in the face. He danced in front of me.
Excellent. Good to know. Going through the ranks of Action Zone Wrestling, we actually have a lot of rookies, a lot of up-and-coming rookies that want to become an AZW star. So I guess my next question for you, we'll start off with Kenryu, because Kenryu, you're always very entertaining. What does it take to be an AZW superstar?
You not live with your parents and go on the keyboard all day and fight. You actually go and you fight. You dislike all of that. You go to the gym and you lift. You do this, after the elliptical, and you become a wrestler.
What exercises do you do in the gym when you prepare for a match?
I do the elliptical,
Okay.
and then I do the squat,
Okay.
and I do the elliptical.
How much do you squat to?
I do not know. I air squat.
Okay. Well.
Together.
What does it take to be an AZW superstar there, boss?
Heart. Just gotta have heart. And I mean it like you know, a lot of people think they want to do it because it looks like fun and stuff, but you gotta want to do it. And it's not easy. And everybody thinks it's gonna get handed to them. You know what I mean? Like they think they're a superstar before they're ready. And it's like, no, you're not. You know what I mean? So you gotta earn it. And then once you get in there, just gotta work. Hard work, dedication, and just hard, man. You gotta do it. And go to ellipticals.
Aleki.
And work legs.
And go to ellipticals?
And work legs. I don't know. Is that a gym?
I know, it sounds like a club.
Do I look like I do the elliptical?
Now you've been in the business quite a while. What does it take to be an AZW superstar?
What a lot of people don't realize is you got to pay your dues. Everyone thinks they're going to start off, just get in the ring, and they're going to go out of eye, lock up, and learn. No, Some places you don't even start. You got to be on the mat, on the floor. You got to do your skratu and your elliptical. No, there's a lot of work that goes in to being a pro wrestler besides just in ring. You got to do the gym on your own. You don't just come in the ring, do gym time, you go in, you wrestle. You got to do your cardio on your own. There's so much extra stuff you got to do.
Promos?
Yeah, exactly. Promos. Being comfortable in front of the camera.
Talking in front of the ring.
Talking in
front of people, you know.
And harassing an innocent ring announcer.
Well, don't get me angry.
Now, when you
said my name wrong.
I didn't even know your name back then. now, when you were trying to pay your dues, so to speak, I mean, what was your kind of attitude? I mean, were you humble? Did you have a slight bit of arrogance like how you're having right now? Or?
No. That's by you.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
You better be kidding. No, I came in very humble because words of encouragement from my dad, my mom,
right on.
my stepdad, my just family, and I remember just sitting there, kind of just looking. Okay, what do I have to do? I hope I can do it. And I saw Tui walk by, so I thought he was like having a tryout too. So I'm looking. I was like, okay, I think I can beat him. I think I can run more than him. He doesn't look like he's in shape. Tui whooped my ass that day, by the way. he was on it.
Are you his favorite wrestler?
Yeah, I am his favorite wrestler.
Excellent. Now, Kenryu, I know you saw some of the rookies, and you see the training that they go through. Kind of your overall feeling on how they progressed.
How they progress? I do not know. I don't know. I like a taco.
You like tacos?
Taco. TKO. Taco.
Oh, TKO.
He's a very good guy. I want to fight him.
Okay.
I want to fight to him.
Well, I mean, you fought him back in January of 2011 at New Year's Bash.
I don't think after that match, I don't think TKO wants to fight you anymore.
Because I'm stronger.
That and you gave him 1,000 years of debt for like 6 minutes straight.
1,000 years of pleasure for him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, so just a little advice for all you rookies from these three over here. Now, when they finally get to become an AZW superstar, you know, it's quite a fun job for all four of us, as I can speak on behalf of all of us. But I just kind of want to know, I know you've been here for a short time, Aleki, but kind of your status right now in Action Zone Wrestling.
I don't know, boss. What's my status? I can't answer that with you around.
Well, first of all, it's the sexy Aleki.
Excuse me.
Your favorite wrestler.
Sorry.
Here's the thing, like people always say like, oh, do something with that. It's like I can only put these guys out there. It's up to them to deliver. You know what I mean? I can't talk for them, obviously. You know, I can't do this stuff. So it's like all I can do is give them the opportunities, and they gotta make the most of it. Some guys they succeed at it, some guys don't. You know, so far so good. You know, so far like he's been doing his thing. So far so good. So, and you've seen it. Like the guys who can sustain are still here, and the guys who cannot, they're not here anymore.
One of the guys that is here is Kenryu Takadoki. Kenryu, your status so far in Action Zone Wrestling?
Status?
Just 71,000 hits.
Status? What do you mean by status? My HP? My MP?
No, we're not talking about hit
Poison?
points or magic or mana points.
Experience? That's what all of you who see my videos always know about that. You dislike on that.
You have this unbelievable internal hate for them. I mean,
Yes, because they are jealous. You do not type on the keyboard, I type on the keyboard, I type on the keyboard. Say it to my face.
again, how many hits again? I'm sorry.
71,000.
71,000 hits.
Dislike all of that. Not even 100 dislike. And that doesn't count that guy that go on a different profile and dislike and like his own. You know who I'm talking about.
Go ahead and check it out on YouTube. It's called the Top 10 Moves of Kenryu
It
Takadoki.
should be top 50.
I didn't know you had 50 moves.
I had a 1-inch punch.
Okay.
And many more.
And 49 others.
And 49 others.
He has a 1-inch punch, then he has a 2-inch punch,
Okay.
the 3-inch punch, and
Then
so on
you
and
break
so
it
on.
down to 1 finger, 1-inch punch.
There you go. Right on. Well, I did not know that. Again, check it out. Go ahead. The top 10 moves of Kenryu Takadoki. As always, how we close out the show, we do a little thing called word association, as you can see by the 3 pens and the bundles of cards right there. So all 3 of you, if I can ask to grab a pen,
Green.
while I explain how word association works. So basically, it's a chance for the AZW fans to kind of pick inside the brains of our AZW wrestlers and personalities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a topic on these cards. They're going to write down 1 or 2 words. The first couple words that come to their mind about the topic that I just said. So please keep it clean. Kenryu, you ready?
Yes.
Boss?
Yes.
Aleki.
Yosh.
Here we go. First topic. Rowdy Roddy Piper. First couple words that come to mind when you think of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Has had some health issues as of recently. Makes a couple stints back in WWE, but your first thought or a couple thoughts of what you think of Rowdy Roddy Piper. Let's start off with you, Kenryu. You wrote down, let's see if we can get it on camera. It's
Genki sushi.
wow. It's got a
I am very
Genki.
hungry. It's almost time for dinner. I'm thinking about the Genki sushi.
Okay. So nothing about Roddy Piper. Just
I chewed up. He looks like I chewed up bubble gum.
okay.
I chewed up bubble gum.
Okay.
What that? I do not know.
Well, it looks like
what
the
to say.
coconut.
I don't know.
It looks like the coconut that Piper hit Snuka with. So there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
There's
there
the
you go.
Stuffed in the morning.
there's the yeah. So there's a segue for that. How about you, DDB? Let's see. You wrote down true heel. I like it.
He likes it.
Like-
Like those guys on your YouTube video.
Through here.
Really
Yeah,
wanted
I mean, that back in those days, I mean, he wasn't trying to be cool. You know,
Right.
he was trying to get the fans to hate him, and that's part of the reason that helped Hulkamania. You know, is that he had somebody to play off like that.
excellent point. The sexy Aleki. Roddy Piper. Coconut and Snuka. Oh, I accidentally took yours. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did take
Yeah,
one.
I'm
I'm trying
sorry.
to tell you.
Okay. That stuck out in your mind?
Yeah, man. Well, that promo didn't stick out in your mind.
Nothing like answering a
Piper's
question
Come on.
with a question of your own. Here we go. Okay, you can put your cards away. Kenryu's going to keep his face, I think. No? He's going to put it down. All right. Here we go. Next one. Mark Anarchy. Mark Anarchy. Your first couple words about
I
Mark.
wasn't even born when the Monica and he was here.
About Mark Anarchy. Of course, Anarchy on an emotional high as of late in 2011. Almost put away Hot Stuff Chris Kavanaugh for good earlier this year. Mark Anarchy, who, by the way, trivia fact, is good friends with M-Dog 20 Matt Cross. According to Facebook, at least. I don't know what you're reading to that. We'll start off with the sexy Aleki this time. So, Aleki, your first thoughts when you think of the one and only Mark Anarchy.
Can this be aired?
You wrote down
Hey,
that.
that's not how you spell it. That.
Don't ask me. That's all I hear every time.
Okay.
Rip this. Rip that.
Is that your Mark impersonation?
No.
Okay.
What would you like it to be?
No, I do not.
Good.
How about you, DDB? You wrote down confused.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I'm like 2 for 2 right now. Confusing in a lot of ways. I mean, he doesn't know where he's from. I mean, he's from Canada. He's from the gutters. He's from Kalihi. He's from wherever.
Boy, girl. Oh.
He says, cheer me. They cheer him. Then he says, stop cheering for me. You know, he'll be talking about Chris Kavanaugh. And then 5 minutes later, he's talking about Jeff Cobb. Confused.
I have to be honest. I mean, like that's a really good word, and I have to be honest. Like I was paying attention to a little bit because I could see Kenryu still writing on his card. So I'm very interested in what you're going to write or reveal to us right now. Your first thoughts about Mark Anarchy. You wrote down.
Oh, fitsu, maka
Okay.
andage.
Okay, so you drew Roddy Piper.
No, that's a maka andage. Can't you see the
Oh, with the
Canadian
oh,
flag,
okay.
come
the red drug
Okay.
marijuana?
Looks,
Maka andage.
looks just like him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
finger too.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet too.
Yeah. He does have eyebrows that go off his skeleton. I do remember. I vaguely remember that about Mark Anarchy. Here we go. Next topic. Alberto Del Rio. At the time of this taping, the current WWE champion. Your first thoughts when you think of Alberto Del Rio. This might stump some of you guys over here.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
This is why we ask these questions, to kind of pick apart your brains.
You know, Alberto Del Rio was an announcer. He kind of looked like a Chris Kavanaugh. A little bit, if he cut his hair. Just a little bit.
Who,
Watch it the next time.
who's this?
That
He said Alberto Ricardo Rodriguez.
Oh, Ricardo Rodriguez?
Yosh.
Okay.
Looks like Chris Kavanaugh.
Oh. He's very pale, though.
Little bit.
Let's start off with you, Kenryu. First thoughts when you think of Alberto Del Rio.
JBL. L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L.
Why?
He come out with the car.
Oh, he comes out with it in Morse code?
The car, yes.
See this?
And then he get the towel on his head. JBL.
JBL, and you wrote
You dislike under that.
dislike.
All of you.
DDB, your first thoughts about Alberto Del Rio. Mirko Krokop. That's interesting.
You know what this is about?
No, not completely.
He actually competed in mixed martial arts with his masters.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And he fought Mirko Krokop.
Wow.
Red
Good to know.
Hospital.
And he got knocked out with a high kick.
The sexy Aleki. Alberto Del Rio, you wrote Cena.
I put Cena. He reminds me of a Cena, but as a heel, like almost like he's pushed too soon to be a champion. He's within the WWE. I haven't really seen enough of him besides an armbar.
Right.
And there's so much more talented guys that should be holding the belt, but
That's an excellent point there. And that's how we
yeah,
play
no.
word association. Kenryu, how do you think we did?
We did
We did Mark.
Dinky Sushi. I'm hungry. Finish already.
So here we go. That's going to do it for this edition of AZW's In the Zone. I want to thank the terrific women and men of our Olelo crew here in our AZW studios in Mapunapuna. If you want to watch previous AZW clips, go ahead and log on to olelo.org. Click on Olelo on Demand, and AZW is in your computer 24/7. That's going to do it from Mapunapuna for the internet sensation, Kenryu Takadoki, the big boss, Dangerous Daryl Bonilla, DDB, and the one and only, your favorite wrestler, the sexy Aleki, Felipe Ojastro, saying so long. We'll see you next Friday at 12:30 on Olelo, AZW's In the Zone.
Dislike under that.
Zone.